Everything inside screams for more, but the world around you keeps pushing you into lines, into boxes, into something smaller than you really are. This restless urge that drives you, the fire you carry, often gets labeled as obsession. But here's the brutal truth. Obsession is not the enemy. It's the secret force behind every icon you admire, every leader who changed the game when everyone else settled for noise and shadows. The problem? Obsession scares people. It isolates you. It feels like a curse when everyone else is comfortable sleeping, but it's actually the only power strong enough to shatter those cages. If you sit still, if you push down that wildfire inside, you start to dissolve. Nothing grows in comfort, and the world today is a giant graveyard for dreams that died quietly because their owners stopped fighting when the noise got loud, when the path got lonely. But what if that fire inside you? Yes, that relentless, maddening craving to go beyond just good enough is your greatest gift? What if obsession is the very fuel that forges leadership that lasts forever? Leadership that doesn't bow to pressure, but breaks the chains, that refuses to settle for the mediocre scripts handed down like chains, to those who accept routines and safe bets? You woke up to something that most won't admit. This world isn't designed for people like you. It's designed to keep you small. The system tells you, become this, follow these steps, fit in. But you're not here to fit. You're here to disrupt. If you've been grinding in silence, feeling misunderstood or out of place, it's because what you carry is dangerous to the system, to the status quo, a revolutionary obsession that sees beyond the mirrors everyone else stares into. This obsession, it is the heartbeat of iconic leadership. But obsession doesn't mean reckless chasing or burnout. It means relentless clarity about what really matters. It means that your mind cannot rest until you find the truth behind the layers of noise, until you tear down the illusions of easy comfort, until you build something that doesn't just survive, but dominates. It's painful, sure. You miss social dinners, lose sleep, question yourself every damn day. But without that obsession, nothing legendary is born. Legendary leaders aren't made at the dinner table with small talk. They are forged in moments of doubt, fire, relentless question, obsession with the impossible reality seen only by you and a few others who refuse to turn away. Here's the kicker. The world worships consistency, but hates obsession. It gives boredom good grades and rewards mediocrity disguised as playing safe. But obsession disrupts comfort and demands reinvention day after day. Leaders who change the world don't settle. They're not satisfied with the status quo. They burn with the idea of what's next. They are so obsessed with their vision that they bleed it, breathe it, becoming a walking storm that pulls others along, even those who doubted at first. Because obsession is contagious once you own it right. Not blind obsession, a clear, ruthless focus on your higher ground. If this feels like wrestling with your own mind every day, if your world is a battlefield between wanting to be understood and fearing you'll be cast out, that tension, that's the proving ground. Obsession is lonely because the world prefers followers, but that loneliness is the forge. It's where a leader's true power reveals itself, not in numbers or surface applause, but in the ferocity to face discomfort again and again and say, no, this is not the end. What lies beyond that? Connection like you've never known before, to those who don't just speak your language, but vibrate on the same frequency of unyielding drive, those rare few who don't just get it, but live it. Because this isn't about following anyone. It's about becoming the leader who others can't help but follow. So how do you channel obsession without losing yourself to it? How do you avoid the burnout trap, the toxic noise, and become the iconic leader, the founder, investor, visionary who transforms through this fire? First, obsession needs a compass, clarity over chaos. Every ounce of passion must connect to a purpose so clear it rejects distraction like a shield. Not every idea, not every spark is your enemy's fuel. You must learn to say no, not out of fear, but out of loyalty to that one thing that burns brighter than all else. Too many leaders die under the weight of scattered obsessions, drowning in the flood of endless hashtags, trends, and knee-jerk reactions. The first rule, obsession is selective, ruthlessly so. Next, obsession demands patience. None of this is instant. The world rewards impatience with illusions. Obsession rewards with results, but only over the long haul. The iconic leader plays the eternal game, knowing the greatest victories are forged in quiet, unseen moments of persistence where no one else is watching. The brutal grind that the world calls boring obsession, the quiet work behind the scenes, is what separates those who burn briefly from those who become legends. To obsess and rush is to waste the very energy obsession creates. To obsess and breathe deep is to build empires invisible today, but unstoppable tomorrow. Then obsession needs a core of fierce self-trust. The world will try to shake your faith, to make you doubt your vision, your power, your worth. You must learn to insulate your obsession with unbreakable belief in your own capacity to learn, evolve, and rise above. That means recognizing your fears, but refusing them a seat at your table. You don't need to silence the doubts. Hell no. You need to listen just enough to use them as fuel for sharper focus, not as chains binding you to the same old story. Iconic leadership is shouting with your entire being, I don't just want more, I am more. Finally, obsession becomes unstoppable when it's not selfish. The greatest leaders burn brightest because they build webs of connection, linking their radical vision with others who burn as fiercely but differently. It's about creating something bigger than personal success. This obsession is a network, a movement of brilliance aligned on a higher mission that transcends borders, titles, or flags. Don't fall for the trap of thinking success is a solo gig. Legendary leadership is a symphony, and obsession is the conductor's will to weave together unique notes into a power that no one alone could create. The rare find the rare because they refuse to settle for the hollow noise of the many. This is hard. It will wear you down if you let it. But obsession, when owned and wielded like the weapon it is, doesn't break you. It remakes you. It frees the few hidden inside the many, unlocking the power to transform self, teams, industries, and even societies. Never forget the shackles of mediocrity, of comfort, of conformity. These are invisible chains disguised as freedom. Obsession is the key that melts those chains with fire. The most iconic leaders weren't handed power. They took it. They burnt for it. They fought when everybody told them to fold. If you feel this pull, this fire rising in you, lean in, own it, cherish it, hold it tighter than anything else because it is your ultimate weapon, your true north. This obsession is not just about being better, it's about becoming more than the world thinks possible. You are not meant to conform. You are meant to reshape, to pioneer, to lead in ways others cannot even imagine. This is the path of obsession, not madness but mastery, not weakness but power, not isolation, but the birth of a new reality. Obsession is the one thing no system can steal from you. It will silence doubt, break illusions, and build the world that everyone else is too scared to imagine. If the fire inside you is burning, don't fear it, become it. Be the leader who doesn't just move the needle but shatters the scale. The world isn't waiting for more followers. It's starving for a few who will obsess, endure, and create what's impossible today, but inevitable tomorrow. This isn't a call to comfort, or to belong, or to rest. It's a call to burn brighter than everything holding you back, to become the obsession that changes everything. Because obsession is not a dirty word, it's the secret language of iconic leadership. And if you dare to speak it, the world will follow.